This was last fall in Richmound, a village of around 150 people. It was after the arrival of Romana Didulo and her Kingdom of Canada followers. Residents protested the group's takeover of a former school, and tensions are still high today. People have been repeatedly threatened and filmed by cult members. Experts say Didulo has a deep-rooted paranoia toward government institutions, which she's helped to instill in her followers. The mayor of Richmound says the village is being torn apart.
We found out who really wanted her gone and who helped her stay. And there's a handful of people fighting us every step of the way. So meetings were interrupted. You know, in a small town and village, there's lots of stuff that goes wrong, like infrastructure and water treatment plant. And that stuff is sort of on the back burner.
Miller feels different levels of government haven't done anything to help people deal with the cult's presence there. Meanwhile, RCMP have maintained an active presence in Richmound.
They certainly have a right to live and reside in that community, and there's nothing that the RCMP can do to prohibit that.
Bates says RCMP have not been able to track threats against village residents to any specific person, especially since Didulo communicates with the majority of her followers online. One Richmound resident, whose identity CBC is protecting, says people continue to feel unsafe.
Worst case scenario is somebody's going to snap. Who can say whether a local person will get so fed up that they'll go and do something, willing to do something and end up going to jail to try to stop this problem. Some of her followers might say, that's enough of this BS in Richmound. Let's go take them out.
Another resident says some people may move to get away from the tension.
It feels like we're living next to a dormant volcano. Worst case scenario is that they get themselves elected to village council and start making their own rules.
Doug Steele, the MLA for the area, tells CBC the safety of Richmound is a top priority for him. He says he understands people's frustration and pledged the provincial government will help any way it can. Laura Sharpaletti, CBC News, Regina.